Isolation Nation, hello. This is Ben Glebe. I'm the social distancing social club. I I have I have almost never been this hungover.
What in the ever living fuck is happening right now?
But I have all my pirate goodies set up, so that's pretty. Well, I'll grab them later. That's pretty exciting. What's more exciting is that it's Steve Hofstadter's delayed birthday show. Everybody, and your yup. And it's also Pirate Day, so that's very exciting. And we can't wait to welcome Steve here. And thank God there are these filters because uh, I can't barely get out of bed. The second leg now of the four-legged tripod that makes up the quarantine. It's Steve Hofstadter.
Stevie!
Ben, you look like my internet feels.
Horny?
I did find an analog parrot in case I need it.
Yeah, perfect. All right, I'm gonna try to. I'm just gonna do this part quick because I'm gonna do what I can. Oh, wait, that's not Bowers. Because I'm gonna do what I can to get on the hotel internet because we just got there. Oh, here's Leedy and Brett behind me. Fun. Anyway.
Lord.
What kind of ship are you running there, man?
Pirate ship, man. It's a pirate ship.
Okay. If you want to support the show, please do so. Top part of the screen is our Venmo. You can PayPal at sdscshow.com. Of course, Super Chat on the YouTube. Do all that stuff. Chris Bowers, take it from here. I'm shutting my video off for a sec.
Okay.
Bauer.
How we doing? I had to improvise. I don't know if I did it right or not, but just look like an eye patch. I'm hoping it's the top to the thing. The paper clips came in on my desk, but whatever. I'm excited to be here. Rachel's here. How you doing, Rach?
Arr! Steve Hofstadter pirate, right? I feel ridiculous.
That is amazing.
This thing sucks in my eye, so I'm gonna.
What is it? Is that one of those fake boob things? Is that one of those fake boob things?
It's not. No. Oh, the nipple thing. No. Nice try. Oh, I got Sharpie on my face. Also, by the way, does anyone know how to get Sharpie off of a computer monitor? Because I was tracing a skull on my computer monitor, and there's Sharpie all over it.
Oh my God. Okay, a couple statements. First of all, it's whiteout. You want to use whiteout.
I don't think that's true.
Secondly, I'm looking at that skull right now, Rach. You could have just freehanded it,
That's fair.
You were tracing on the paper.
You traced that off of your computer monitor.
Yes. I stuck it on and then traced it, and then now I've got marks all over my monitor.
Oh my God.
Rachel, there's actually a really easy way to fix that.
How's that?
You buy another computer monitor and don't do that dumb shit again.
Wow.
That's utterly ridiculous. Yeah. All right, guys. Once we do the front row, I'm gonna hop in and try to get onto actual hotel internet with all my stuff. But yeah, thanks everybody for dealing with this. We ran into a major storm and traffic in Alabama, because that's what is in Alabama. And so I'll get into the hotel in a sec. So
You're apologizing though for what looks like actually beautiful flowing internet right now.
What's funny
is
is
I'm also gonna have to stop doing this in a moment. That's what I'm apologizing for.
When I was in Vegas, we were at one of the pool parties and it started a lightning, and they made everybody get out of the pool. And I stayed in the pool and I said, "Less than 1% of people die by lightning. I haven't even heard of that. You're full of shit. I'm not leaving." And they didn't think that was funny. Anyway,
lightning's a hoax, bro.
Wait. Were you a lightning anti-vaxxer?
That's what I was trying to do. Yeah, that's what I was saying. I'm like, I don't believe bouncers. You can't make me get out of the pool. I don't believe lightning. I don't believe in lightning.
Yeah.
It didn't work. They made me get out.
Bowers, do we have an overnight thing?
We do. I was about to read that. It's Talk Like a Pirate Day. So describe your job like a pirate would. And I thought Tam's was my favorite. It said, "I bandage up the scallywags that be hurting, give them the old jab for the poxes that be on them from cavorting, and give them breath of life if they be needing it." I thought that was a good one. That was the overnight game. Nice job, Tam. Rach, was there a night game?
People are giving me pointers on how to get this. They said a pencil eraser. Someone said take a dry erase marker, which I have, so I might try this here in a minute. You write on it and then wipe it off. I feel like that's just gonna make it worse, but I'll try it.
I think they're tricking you. They're all tricking you.
Who told me that?
I mean,
Use a
I think your
whiteboard
best
marker.
bet might be just like rubbing alcohol or any kind of like nail polish removers. What I would
I
do.
tried that already. Tried that. Didn't work.
Oh, which take one of those little nails and a hammer and just hammer out the part that's got the thing.
Oh, okay. I'll try that after I try the dry erase. But the Night King game, it was, what was it? It was
One of the best things people recommend is host a 90-minute show just to really let it dry in there.
fair. Night King game was Spring Break, a TV show. I liked Frankie Engel's 30 cock. What happened? But Tam Brown, and I think she didn't know this about you today, Ben, but her entry was The Walking Dead from Hangover. So she wins. She's the Night King.
Wait, is Tam the overnight game and the night
Yeah,
game
she
at the same
is.
time?
Tam, it's your day.
shit.
Congrats.
Double up on the Tam today. There you go.
Damn, that's
The
incredible.
Tam to Epcot.
I'm going to go get an eraser. I'm going to try this. I'll be right back.
Right?
Excellent.
Oh, Steve's not back for today's game. Do we gonna do today's game, Ben, or we want to wait for Steve to get back? We'll tell you today's game. Today's game is take a slogan that already exists and make it piratey, right? So like, we are pirates,
Or just do it. Walk the plank is what I'm
bitch.
referring to.
Son of a bitch. It didn't work. It made it worse. Whoever you were on YouTube, there was a couple of you that told me to do it. It didn't work. It made it worse.
Wait, did you just use Sharpie on the one?
No, dry erase.
They said put the dry erase marker on it, and then somehow it would suck up the ink from the first marker, and then the eraser would work.
It's now smeared. Who was that? I want to call him out. These pieces of shit. Denise Cook.
I told
Chili
you.
Lee Dog. Chili Lee Dog.
I told you it was a joke. They were kidding. It was not as bad as Ben's whiteout, but it was pretty close.
John Dugan.
Dugan did it? Oh,
Duggan.
Wipe it
Duggan.
off
I'm calling him Dugan from now
afterward.
on because he fucked her. That's what's going to happen.
What you have to do now is just find black paint. Actually, if you cover the whole screen, you can then rip it off like a fruit roll-up.
Like silly
Someone
putty
said
on the comments.
sandpaper.
Yes.
No.
You have a huge tub of water.
You have any hydrochloric acid? That gets stuff out of stuff. Anyway, OxyClean would probably work, honestly. It works on literally everything.
Are you at all near a toaster?
No. Trust me.
Anyway, so the overnight game is do we have another slogan? We got three, right? So is take any old slogan that we know though and put something about make it piratey. If you want to participate in the game, you can drop at least a $5 tip, Venmo, Super Chat, whatever the hell it's called. Top left corner, right corner, do the thing. What'd I miss? I get it.
I'm just so angry.
Well, let's maybe explain that a little bit better. If you want your game entry to be read for a $5 or more Super Chat or Venmo or PayPal, you get your entry read and you can be eligible to become the champion of today's episode and win
Did
the
we
prize.
say what the game was?
Yeah, we did. Here's
We
the
did.
thing. Me and Ben can fuck around like this till Steve gets back, and then we got to get real serious. So he's going to be mad at us because we're kind of off. So we got to buck up, Ben. When Steve gets back in there, it's fucking P's and Q's, bro. Let's go. All right. So
100%. But until then, we run wild. We run wild.
that's also unhinged. That's good.
When daddy's away, the children play.
Jesus Christ. If you're in the free video front row, you get 2 entries for free. So do those entries. Do that thing. Speaking of the video front row, Benjamin.
Oh, well, are I waiting for Steve for that or no?
Well, I don't know. I guess we should, right?
Yeah, I think he wanted me to. He said he wanted to join after,
Yeah, that's
go
good
to the
call.
hotel after the VFR. But
Well, why are you so hungover, Ben? What happened? Where were you at? Was this like
So-
drinking by yourself because Carmel's out of town? You're sad, or was it like you went partying with the boys?
I went partying with the boys. I hit up Morrison, and we went supposed to go to dinner, but dinner was just me eating while drinking while he drank rather, and I just got very drunk. It was not ideal. I Ubered because I knew I wanted to drink some, but I also had some edibles, and I ended up sleeping on Morrison's couch, so that was fun.
Nice.
Woke up and I was like, oh yeah, I have a dog. I didn't forget about my dog, but I didn't think about maybe I shouldn't sleep away from the house if my dog's there, but I would walk the dog right before, so everything's fine. Dog was great, but didn't pee anywhere either, so that's really nice.
I knew you were drunk from all of your Instagram posts you had last night. They were great and ridiculous.
Thank you very much. And Bowers, how was your 30-year anniversary you had last night?
Yeah,
it was good, man. It was cool. It was
30-year reunion.
It was there was not that many. It was like 15 or 20 people, but it was the kind of the people I wanted to see. Honestly, it was cool. We had a good time. I mean, it was done about 11. I came back to Indy and then hung out with some people till I think we went to bed at 9 or whatever. But
fun.
I had a good time. It was fun. We because I was where I'm staying at Sarah's. Like when I got home about 4:15 and I was getting ready for bed, and then all the girls that work bottle service at the bar they all work at came home, and they were like, "We had a shitty night. We're partying." I'm like, "All right, I'll stand up." I put on my pants and we hung out. It was fun. So
you put on your pants at that point in the night. That's when you chose to put on your pants.
I wanted to be respectful for a room of women. I don't want to stay. I was sleeping on the couch. I wanted to get up and like, "Hey, what's up, ladies?" So I put my pants on.
Okay. I feel too ridiculous. I'm changing. But
the good news, at least, Bowers, is you wouldn't accidentally poke anybody unless you were standing very close to them.
Yeah, I mean, you gotta see my dick with like binoculars to begin with, so it's not like you're just gonna see it just with boxers.
I heard there's an eclipse of your dick next Thursday.
Total eclipse of my dick.
I got some more suggestions. So my friend's gonna bring over non-acetone nail polish, so I'll try that when she gets here. Someone said a baking soda paste, just pour soda water on it, and then Tam Brown, I like her. She said lift up the monitor, and then you just you put a new one in the same spot.
You're gonna have you shake it like an Extra sketch, like
Shake it, yeah.
Idiot.
You know what you could do is take a picture of a non-markered monitor and just tape it on there.
You have any before pictures, Rach? Did you take any pictures of the monitor when you got it, like insurance or whatever? Maybe you could use one of those.
I could do that. You know what? I think we should do the VFR because there's like 40 people in here,
Okay.
And we'll introduce the guests, or Steve will, once we're done with the VFR.
I cannot believe that you did that to trace a fucking basic ass 2-year-old drawing of a pirate.
I can't draw!
You're kidding.
And there's one under it on your hat already. Your hat has one built into it.
What hat? No.
Oh, your filter
Filter,
hat.
you dick.
But you're right. The Post-its a much improvement. It was worth it. You're right.
That Post-it cost her $283.
Wow. That is the funniest thing maybe I've ever seen. This is incredible. Please take a picture of your monitor before you get the stuff off, because I have to see what this looks like.
It's not the worst. It's just like a lot of black smudges.
I mean, that's what I'm picturing. Oh my God. You could maybe put some porn on there and it'll automatically block out the right parts for you. Automatically. I think Steve is back, so I'm going to introduce the VFR video front row. Please turn on your cameras and join the party. The party, as it were.
Can you not introduce you're pretending you didn't introduce the VFR this whole time, right?
No, we thought we were waiting for you.
Thought we were waiting for you.
No, the whole plan, fucking go.
You said after the VFR.
I said
we're done introduce the VFR while I'm doing this. That's the part you don't need me for.
Oh, 100% play back the tape, and that's not what you said.
We both heard it wrong, man. Sorry. But I get what you're saying. It makes sense. We're just both stupid. We thought you wanted to see them all because it was your birthday. That's what we're
Yes.
You know what? I gotta say, I do agree with you. You are both stupid. Introduce the VFR.
Happy birthday, Steve.
We just got to play that tape back, but happy birthday. Video front row. We are joined here by the double champion, the Night King. It is Pirate Tam and the Plank Walker.
Nice.
Don't be heckling or it's plank walking for you. We're joined by Long John Steve and Dread Pirate Val.
Rachel, hairspray. Use hairspray.
I feel like that's a lie.
No, it's the truth. Google it.
Okay, I'm
Google
gonna
it.
do it now.
Ahoy.
We are joined by Cassandra Clark, everybody.
Woohoo. What's
Great
up,
to have you, Cassandra. We're joined by Alejandra and Philip. Philip's a chicken, which is not a pirate, but for cats it is. Cats are totally.
Chicken Pirate Cat? That looks like a fun cartoon. Chicken Pirate Cat? I'd watch that.
Yes, indeed. We are also joined in the Viffer by James Nielsen. I don't even.
That's
Why is the merch gone? Because we had merch pirates.
he's Johnny Depp's.
All right, here we go. Let's see if it worked.
Merriment and merch.
Didn't work.
Oof, unfortunate.
Now
But you know
just-
it does work. Oh no, also Wendy Swerdlow's mic doesn't work, so that'll be fun later. Wendy Swerdlow's here. Hello.
My mic works, damn it.
Nope, couldn't hear it well. We are joined by Roddy Snaff. Sniff Snaff, he was taking a bath, y'all. Good to have you, Roddy. We are also joined, I'm going to try to go through faster, just please be aware. We are joined by Brittany DeMott, everybody. She is not DeMott, it's Brittany DeMott. Are you going to share that pizza?
Yeah, so I thought you said Pirate Day, so
Hilarious.
I misheard that. Sorry. Thanks for having me.
Absolutely. Well done. Well done. That was fan-flippin-tastic. We are joined now by a man who will not be able to top that. It's Curtis Mason, everybody. Curtis just sitting there. No pirate-related gag whatsoever. Probably feeling pretty embarrassed right now. He could have been coming to us from his car or his warehouse, but no. We are joined by the Velvet Fog. It's Marissa Francis Harnedy.
Hello.
Hello, hello. We are joined by the most Martin of all of them. We hope she graduates. Savannah Martin graduates is back.
Woo woo!
What's up, Savvy?
With the Bowers merch.
Right, and Bowers merch on Steve's birthday. That's shots fired. That is shots fired.
But not open closets, but open cupboards. Take that, Ben.
Oh, weirdly, I find open cupboards very soothing. Actually, empty like that? Ooh, I kind of love it. And we are joined by a man who clearly just lost his hand in a fan fucking accident.
Is that a bra on your head?
It's a sleep mask. Now.
It's a thong.
He
Oh, I get it. Okay, all right.
he's got a hook hand so he can give his fan an electrical reach around. It's Chris LaBelle. We are joined by Austin Word Woman. Hello, AWW.
Hey, Kate. See ya. Happy late birthday.
Thank you.
Good to see you. We are joined here in the
Oh,
VFR by a woman who usually comes to us at a 45-degree angle, and right now she doesn't come to us at all. There she is. You know her. You love her. It's Car Sarverlar.
That's actually closer than he's been before.
That's as close as he ever got.
That part.
We are joined by Patrick Yoakley, everybody, who is dressed like normal.
No, what is he dressed up? Oh, God.
I mean, 2/3 of that is typically there.
You're not wrong.
He is sword chopping his screen right now, which is only the second weirdest thing that's been done to somebody's computer screen today. And we're joined from Australia by Zara B, a pirate wench yar, says her own Zoom name, not my words. With a parrot on her shoulder. Go. Parrot fell.
I love Abby's.
That's, by the way, a cockatool, not a parrot, just so you guys know.
Cockatool.
Isn't that what you said it was called?
Ben, you are a cockatool.
Very good, Steve. Very good. I'm gonna bring Steve up on the VFR here since it's his birthday show. There we go. Wow, you got in that room quick,
I have a
Steve.
Tool tribute band called Cockatool.
Does your cockatool say anything, Zara?
She's just doing a bit of mimicking for whistling, but she does the first refrain of "Take Me Out to the Ball Game" and "Happy Birthday" and other things. But yeah.
Whoa, happy birthday would be appropriate.
And she's mooning us now.
Oh, but birds' butts are in the front.
By the way, Ben, I did get into this room quick, but all the curtains were closed, so I made sure to open them. So
It's literally making my hangover so much worse, dude. Jesus.
Check.
We are joined by the good doctor, Abibier. It's Abby Wright, everybody.
Oh, and some rum. I love the parrot.
Very nice, very nice.
Day off, Abby, or just gonna have more fun in the ER than normal?
Day off.
All right, good.
It's not called an ER, it's an We are joined by the constantly spinning and always winning Debs, everybody. Good to see you, Debs. We ball of energy always. She could use that energy to power an entire town that lacks energy. We are joined by Greg B. Jolly Rogerin.
Is Debs allowed to have sugar? I think there's something like, I don't think she's allowed to have sugar. Like, should we call the cops? I'm not sure she's allowed to have sugar.
And Greg, you look dope, man. That is quite a thing. Holy shit.
Wow.
That is incredible. Loves it.
Is that a real hat? That's a real hat, right? No,
that looks pretty real. Shit.
It's a real hat.
And we are joined live from Germany by Aranka Harnicki. Hello, good to see you again. And we are joined, Avast ye scallywags with the incorrecting me. And we are joined.
Holding the mic in the hook hand is very difficult.
Yes, it is. Yes, drop the mic and accidentally tear your pants off.
That's his closer. That's his closer.
That's kind of my opener, you know what I mean? We are joined by Callie Armiardi. Welcome, Callie. We are joined by Jennifer in the VFR. Nice, Jennifer. So proud of that hand right there. And we are joined by Rebecca Fisher, live from England.
Hi.
With the kids we will pretend are not there because of what we say in this episode.
Luckily, they don't speak American English, they only speak British English.
A little bomb shelter. They're fine.
We are also joined, wow, what a mask. That is a glitter Steve face mask by Lindsay Brown. That is incredible. Holy moly. I want one of those masks, except I hate glitter, so never mind. We are joined by the newly found religion, Ray Scallywag Benjamin. Are you trying to be a pirate or are you Muslim now? What's happening? What's that?
Couldn't find my hat.
I hear you, Ray.
I have a rag.
He's playing the extras that you see, like, cleaning the dock as the camera moves towards the ship in a Disney movie.
He's a Somali pirate.
Ray is the captain now, everybody.
By the way, did we make Shut Up Racism shirts yet? Because I still want Shut Up Racism shirts.
We haven't, but also when we couldn't hear Ray, I wanted to be like, speak up, Ray.
I'm gonna stop clocks work right twice a day. All right.
We are joined by Frankie Angles, everybody, the host of Television Street Smart. Great to see you, Frank. We are also joined by Cap'n Dash.
Nice.
With the blue screen of death.
I think you're Han Solo. You're a pirate that's Han Solo, right? Is that what you're doing there, Dash? It's very Han Solo. He was a smuggler, you know. He made the Kessel Run in under 6 parsecs. Anyway.
We are also joined by Steph won't get scurvy because of a pineapple. Andrews coming to us from Australia. That an egg in your glasses?
Yeah, what's this? Is that an insole? What is that?
No, it's an eye patch.
Sure.
I forgot all my shit. It's all at work, so I had to improvise a lot.
You would have never
Yeah.
guessed.
So this is
I
a
love
medical eye
your
patch.
pirate costumes and egghead. I don't understand it.
No, this is a medical eye patch.
Oh,
Yeah, no one
You
thought
can do anything you
it's a
want.
fucking going out one. We are joined by Anna. I be a secret optimist. We are joined by what up, Anna Hood? By the way, hello.
Oh,
We are joined by Antichrist Secret Optimist. Good to see you, AC.
With the vest.
AC Slater. Antichrist AC. Anyway, I'm tired. I've explained that. We are joined by Josepha Jojo Snyder. Great to see you, Josepha. Thank you for putting on your cowboy hat for the pirate theme. Cowboys and pirates, maybe we're allowed to say that now. I don't know what's left. We are here also in the Viffer with the one, the only, Steve Hofstetter.
I was already.
Hey, what's up, buddy? Happy birthday. Sorry, we fucked up the
pal.
bar thing, man.
All right, thank you. By the way, Pete just texted me and said, "Is this show called Are We Are Joined By?" So, if we got everybody in the front row, can I introduce our special guests now?
I would love you to, yes.
Okay, excellent. Our special guests now, the first one, a wonderful comedian as well as radio host and television host, just an all-around hilarious personality. I met him when I was first starting out in New York, one of the first comedians I met, and so he knows me from when I was terrible, refrained from jokes that I still am. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome the hilarious Mr. Pete Dominic. Pete, you can turn your camera on now.
What's up, buddy?
Can you hear me?
Yeah,
Yes.
we got you.
So I got out of my pool for this?
It takes a minute to get it. But once you do, man, it's really weird.
Well, the first 10 minutes of it, Pete, were supposed to be them introducing the front row, but instead they were just killing time while they didn't understand.
Pete! I'm doing it! If you draw a better goddamn skull.
All right, I want to introduce Ari, but I also want to let Pete finish whatever it is he's
That
doing.
is amazing.
It's
Great
a
draw.
skull.
Nicely done.
No, I just drew Sri Lanka.
All right, and another special guest, not a comedian, but probably the smartest person I know, and one of my dearest friends. He's known me since early days of college. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Mr. Ari Stern.
Thank you. I'm here to make everyone else look funny. I've known Steve long enough to have some photos like this one. Let me see if I can get the
Oh,
background.
fuck no.
Wow.
And if you're wondering, yes, that is Anna Nicole Smith.
Yeah, it is.
It's from 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah,
my
that is Anna
Wow.
Nicole Smith and half of me.
That's amazing.
Nicely done, Ari. Yeah, that was we were at E3, and then Anna Nicole Smith was there, and I was like, oh, I want to see if I could try to get a picture. So I went over to her, and she was so drugged out of her mind that I had to hold her up for the picture. She was like falling on me, and I was holding her up, and so the picture looks like I don't want a picture with Anna Nicole Smith, but really it's I'm terrified.
Ironically, Barbara Streisand cock blocked Anna Nicole and pulled Steve out of there.
That's a better one. That's a better one. I don't even know if I have that one. I just have the one where.
I'll share these with you. I've got so many more.
Okay, perfect. Ari will be doing a slideshow of my most embarrassing moments. That's what he's here for.
And also, speaking of embarrassing moments, I just wanted to prove to Queen Rachel that it's very easy to get marker off of a screen. So I just did a line on my screen.
That's a camera, not a screen.
No, on my camera screen, the front of it, the lens, I guess you call it. And I should be able to get it off pretty easy. Oh no. Oh shit.
Anthony. This is gotta be a filter. If this is not a filter.
Oh shit. Shit.
That's a
I hope it is a filter.
Oh no.
This is the filter, right?
I brought
It looks like my screen's cracked.
I don't know, but it's ridiculous. Anyway, hey everybody, thanks for coming to the show.
Oh my god.
I love everybody's backgrounds.
Can we check in on Pete's head? How's that looking?
So I rubbed it off, but I brought a picture of my Uncle Tony. He died 15 years ago, but I always like to, he doesn't know what Zoom is because he's dead, but I always wanted him to join us. And it was also his birthday, and I wanted to just say happy birthday, Steve. And this was like the best guy I ever know, and I know you. You guys share a birthday, so anyway.
Thank you, Pete.
Pete, I do have an actual question. With Steve, when Steve started in comedy, like he's a hustler, he's always been a hustler, he's always been that guy. Was it, how much of it was it too much, and how much did you see? Oh, this kid's got some potential. Like, where was that as a starting out?
He probably was the hardest working comic I've ever known in my life. He and I mean that sincerely. I don't.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, we all agree.
He's like Dane Cook, but not as funny. Like I always like Steve is always way ahead of Dane Cook in terms of hard work and adapting to technology and promoting himself. He just doesn't have the same, power act. And he's also to be fair, Dane is a really a good looking guy. And
So you're saying if Steve was just funnier and hotter, he'd already be through the best part of his career and on the downside. Okay, cool.
Hours. Literally, that should be the name of his next album. Because the truth is, like, Steve has always been one of the hardest working, most consistent. Like, Steve's always way ahead of everybody. Like, right now, I guarantee Steve's got accounts on apps that haven't even been invented yet.
Well, we invented one ourselves, so yeah, we've already got that too.
Well, that one, no, I mean, well, exactly. I mean, that whole thing has been. You guys created an empire here with the nowhere of comedy, right? That's what we're talking about.
Well, me and Steve have a different app we're working on, but they did Nowhere. I mean, but Steve's always 9 steps ahead. I mean, he's the guy that
Bowers is like Steve Hofstetter without being funny.
Or hot, in fairness, or hot.
And without the work ethic and with a way smaller penis.
Yeah, definitely. or a metabolism. But to be fair, I think Bowers is a pretty good looking guy. He's got his hair, and I think he's always maintained a good face, Ben.
Y'all agreed. Totally agreed.
Damn.
Bowers had a metabolism. He just snorted it.
I tweeted out a couple weeks ago. It says, as a fat guy, the only thing I hate more than racism is metabolism.
Oh, look at this.
That fat dog. And did you really draw on your camera, or is this a joke? What are you doing?
I'm very stupid, is what I did.
What was the bit? What did you think was going to happen?
I thought if you immediately erase it, it would come off no problem.
Why would you think that?
I don't know.
Did you think your camera had a 5-second rule?
I always feel like ink doesn't dry instantly. Like when you get it on like a table quick, you can get it off.
Depends on the type of ink and the type of table.
Yeah, but a glass, I felt like glass would be the easiest to wipe something off of.
Well, it was definitely
You
worth
drew
it.
on your...
Pete Dominic with hair, though. Pete Dominic with hair is something pretty special.
I mean, it's something.
All right, let's get Ari back. Ari, we need more Steve. So, did you knew Steve before comedy?
I did know Steve before comedy, and I saw Steve at his first open mic when he decided, hey, I'm going to try doing stand-up.
Right. Now, but what did he spend all this crazy energy on before it was comedy? Like in college, what was it? Was it like grades or
Hold on a
spreadsheets or
second.
girls or what was where was all his energy in?
He was just doing the exact same thing with an even smaller and more hostile audience.
Don't we all? Don't we
That's
still?
the greatest answer I've ever heard.
Don't we? Don't we still know Steve before comedy?
Yeah. No. That implies the comedy is going to happen eventually.
Yeah. The before means hope.
There is no after picture here. This is the end. Ari, I'm afraid to know what other pictures you have.
Let's see. I got this one.
Oh my God! When I went,
Steve is Ferris Bueller.
Yep.
I was the guy
as Ferris Bueller for Halloween.
I actually have a pie tin, basically just tied to my crotch.
Yeah.
And that's Matt, because you remember him, Steve.
Yeah, I know Matt.
I have never seen somebody try harder to put that picture back real quick, Ari.
Oh, absolutely.
I've never seen somebody try harder to look like Ferris Bueller, but look more like the principal from Ferris Bueller.
That was probably the first time I ever wore a vest.
Steve,
And it worked so well for you, you kept doing it.
Did you have any non-Jew friends growing up, Steve?
Matt in that picture, he's not Jewish, but yeah.
I stand corrected.
But he's from Connecticut, so it's close enough. Should we have Pete do a set do we have any generals coming in?
If we sure do. Yes, we do.
Let's catch up on some tips. So we'll have Pete do a set.
Oh.
All right, so we have, let's see. Zara said, comment and a question. For a pirate-themed party, we sure are missing Long John. And then 2, her question, if someone damages a pirate's peg leg, is it damage to a person or property?
Good question.
Let's see. To the rescue, General. My pirate treasure for today is a combination of everyone's favorite candies, Nerds candy corn.
What?
Gross.
Hell yeah.
Nerds candy.
Someone yelled hell yeah for that. That's awesome.
No. Zara, she loves Ben's hat and skull. I don't know which one of the 12 that he's had on today, but Ray Benjamin sent $20 towards a new monitor for me, so like that.
Well, hopefully he has 20 more for Ben's camera. I don't know.
My friend just dropped off a nail polish at my doorstep, so I'll try that in a second. Ben, I'll give it to you
Have you
later.
tried a different color Sharpie?
Hey, you know, yellow and blue make green. Maybe if you found the one that cancels out black, it'll be clear.
No.
Well, maybe you should put clear glue on it because it would be see-through.
No. Not gonna try that. Jack Tipton, happy birthday, eh? Steve? Tesha Lee, hey, beautiful people. Wanted to say happy birthday, Steve. Congrats on stomping the 42 club goal. Love you all. Gotta get back to work. LaBelle, Rachel, I Googled how to get Sharpie, dry erase marker, and hairspray off a computer monitor, and Google just said, you're fucked. And Eric Wilcox.
Someone's talking in the background of somebody's.
Anyway.
Thank you. Eric Wilcox. Happy birthday, Steve. Looking forward to your Oklahoma City show in a few weeks.
Nice.
Thank you. It's very weird for me to say, but having been in the South as long as I have on this tour right now, I'm very excited to go to Oklahoma.
That's the joke that hits a little harder for people that have any basic understanding of geography, and I do not.
All right, we're caught up.
Oklahoma, it's a little less racist than the plains. Okay. All right, we're caught up. Let's do a set. So coming up right now, we have Maurice. It's one of my favorite comics. It's Pete Dominic, everybody.
Okay, well, everybody, thank you very much for inviting me. I actually didn't know I was doing this till about half an hour ago, and I thought it because I got the schedule wrong, so I didn't really prepare anything. So I'm going to wing it really hard, like really hard. But I'm gonna kill. So because I've literally never bombed, but I'm mean, I have, but that. So anyway, listen. Here's what I want. I don't want any. What is it? Tips. But if you want to donate, I have a nonprofit that I work with called GiveWell, which you might have heard of, but it's called givewell.org/standup. If you could boot that up in another browser, and then later you can look into it. But it's the best nonprofit in the world because it brings you to other nonprofits that do the best work in the world, called effective altruism, a philosophy idea. Are you bored yet? Where if you donate money, all of the dollar, it goes to the best place to help like end malaria in all. It's an amazing nonprofit. So if you have any, don't do anything, don't give me tips or anything. Just go to givewell.org/standup. That's what I would say. Okay, now move on. I just want to talk. You guys, I feel like everybody knows Steve and Bowers and Glebe, so maybe I could just attack them a little bit. I don't know Rachel, so I'm not coming for her. She seems really cool, and Ari doesn't deserve anything. He's clearly still living at his family anyway. So I kind of want to, if there's some laughs, awesome. But I'd actually have just a couple stories, and we'll see where they go. And I love Steve to join me in these. But I never believed in, when you start out as a comedian, you get hazed by veteran comedians. They don't talk to you, they don't look at you, and when they do, they shit all over you. There's so many guys that believe in this theory, that practice this theory. When I was coming up, it was people like Patrice O'Neill and Rich Voss and Jeffrey Ross and Greg Fitzsimmons and Greg Giraldo to some extent, but not really. Actually, not him. He was always cool. But anyway, you shit on guys coming up. You really shit on them. You tell them they stink. You tell them to quit, or you just walk past them. I think the worst thing you can do to a comedian is, after a new comedian goes on stage and he does pretty well, and you're a veteran comedian, you're waiting to go on. After you have a good set as a new comic, you walk off, and you look at the veteran in hopes he just watched you, much less gave you his approval, and he doesn't even make eye contact with you on purpose. And so I don't believe in that, and never believed in that. I thought comedy's hard enough without everybody being dicks. So when I met Steve, first time I ever saw him, I thought he was funny, and I got to know him. I thought he was a cool guy. And then I saw him progress, and I saw him help every single comic he could, partly to raise himself. But it was genuine, because he's a Jew, and Jews are good. I also know, I met his dad one time. His dad was at a show that Steve absolutely slaughtered at Stand Up New York. And I'd known Steve a while. And so Steven introduced me to his dad. And so when Steve's dad passed, how many years ago now, Steve?
7.
I just remember and reached out to you because I know how close you were to him, and I know how much of an influence he was. So here on your birthday, I want to channel your pop and say, I know he'd be super, super proud of you. I know he was then, and you weren't even good. So I know he'd be blown away, and probably already knew before you knew the empire that you would create, and this huge following of really amazing people, and also Lindsay. I don't know. Lindsay, sorry. I just looked at whatever screen and I just said Lindsay. No, she doesn't seem like she wanted that joke. And also Curtis.
All right, I wasn't listening.
Okay, fine. Well played, Lindsay. See, even the fans are funny, right? Captain Dash, who's wearing a backpack, if I'm not mistaken. Are you wearing a backpack?
It's a vest.
Oh, forgive me. I should have known.
Something to put the stuff in.
Yeah, I thought he was trying to go somewhere. Anyway, so when Steve and I first met at the Boston Comedy Club, and Steve, you remember what happened with Todd Lynn, and I thought it might be funny if you told that story.
Oh my God, yeah. So Todd Lynn, who you guys may remember from him expecting you to remember him. He was a comic who had a small role on a sitcom on UPN. Yeah. You remember the network?
I remember that one show they had.
And so he acted like a big deal, and he was a week before this happened. He had stopped in on a show, and I didn't recognize him because he was walking in this dark tunnel. And so he comes out, and I do the whole like, "Oh, you're here for the show" thing that producers do. And then he was all pissy that like, "Don't you know who I am?" kind of thing. You know, "Don't you know who I think I am?" And so, so then I apologized to him. So then I'm at the Boston Comedy Club, and I see him outside, and I go over to him and I go, "Hey man, sorry for not recognizing you. You know, hope everything's all right." And he just started just shitting on me and trying to get me kicked off the show. And Pete steps in, which is amazing because Pete is 4'7", and so Pete steps in. And he steps in between part of me and part of Todd. And not even knowing me, without knowing me, he just mouths off to Todd and says, you know, you're treating, you know, this is a new kid, leave him alone. Don't you remember when you were new? And leave him alone. And the Todd went over to the producer, tried to get me kicked off the show, and the producer said no because I had a couple people there to see me, and that was half the audience. This was not in the heyday of the Boston Comedy Club, but yeah, Pete stood up for me, and I remember that, and I will always remember that because that was like a very cool thing that he didn't need to do for me, and so I appreciate that.
And they'll thank you, and I'll just say, like, because of how we came up together, and because I always admired Steve and thought, being good to this guy is a smart move for me. I was projecting earlier. We've always looked out for each other. I've always been there for me. When I lost my corporate job after 15 years at SiriusXM, I reached out to Steve and I was like, what am I supposed to do next? And then he talked for 3 hours. And if I would ever take Steve's advice, I would make a lot more money, but that's not really what I'm into because I'm independently wealthy. But givewell.org/standup. Anyway, so I want to, I got to wrap it up, I guess, but I'll say this week we lost 2 great comedians. It's been really hard, both Norm Macdonald and Jim Brewer.
Oh my God. That one hurt. That one hurt double there.
You know what else hurt? You know what else hurt? How Jim Brewer treated me his entire career. We worked together at SiriusXM. And to talk about what we were talking about earlier, he was always a dick to me. He never stopped hazing me. We were on the same channel. Oh, and I should mention this. Sorry. Literally the most important thing that ever happened to me was because of in my career. I mean, yeah, sexually as well. Was not only when Steve gave me a rim job, but
a radio job as well.
He also called me an anti-Semite the whole time. I don't know what that's about. Anyway. So years ago, Steve hosted a show at SiriusXM, and Steve would bring me on to be a regular guest. And then SiriusXM was launching a new show in addition to Steve's. I auditioned for it. I got the job. I hosted a national show there on the most popular comedy channel with Jim Brewer, the only other live show, every day for an hour. And it turned into a 3-hour-a-day show, and it turned into 14 years, and it made my entire career. I have had the best career that I could ever imagine, a career I dreamed of. I made a shitload of money there, and it was all because of Steve, entirely because of Steve. He did it first. He was there first. He brought me in. He always respected me. He always respected my work ethic and being prepared. I turned it into my own thing there. It turned into contracts at CNN and MSNBC. It was all because of Hofstetter. And I have a wife and 2 daughters who are teenagers, who have a house and healthcare and money and wealth, all we could imagine, all because that Steve gave me that opportunity to get in at SiriusXM. It's literally the most important thing anybody ever did for me in my career. And also, he rimmed me.
I gotta say, it means the world to me that you're, that you would come on here and say that, and also that you had me on your show as a guest once. I really appreciate. One time I was on your show. No, I was on his show a couple of times. Pete, I love you.
And
brother.
it was the only thing that Steve got me press wise during the campaign was to go do Pete's show.
Well, to be fair, most of my show was like policy analysts. It was like a politics show, but that doesn't. And they did. And at first, I wasn't having comedians because I was on the all political show, and then they started letting me have comedians, and then that's when I could have. They literally, it was like a DC media based show. That's the only reason I wasn't having comedians on. If I was, obviously, because you're also. I always thought a guy like you and a guy like Ben are, the perfect guest, which is why you both had an open door. And I never said, as far as I know, no to either of you.
Yeah, but I mean, in fairness to you, we never bothered to ask.
Yes.
Yeah, I mean, there's a reason that Steve's thrown out 78 first pitches and only went on your show twice. He makes different
And also,
in closing, I just want to do my two favorite Norm Macdonald jokes from Weekend Update. Do we have time?
We do, yes.
Yeah.
This is it's a Weekend Update, so he's at the anchor desk. This week a fishing boat sank off the coast of Puerto Rico in shark-infested waters. Scuba divers are now searching for any survivors. Also joining the search is apparently sharks. These aren't the funniest jokes he ever did, but they're my two favorites. Here's the second one. Similar framing. This week in Colorado, a family's pet cougar attacked a 5-year-old boy, and they still don't know why the cougar attacked the boy. But my guess is because it's a cougar. Thank you very much. Stand up. Givewell.org/standup, please. If you
everybody.
Pete, you're the best. Good to see you. And by the way, I will say that in addition to defending me to Todd Lynn, who by the way is thankfully dead now, but he was a bastard. But
I love when bad people die. I don't know why people get all. When someone shitty dies, I'm like, yay! My buddy married this awful woman 12 years ago, and somebody goes, "Did you hear so and so are getting married?" I went, "Oh my God, thank God, that's awesome!" And I called him. I'm like, "Congratulations, brother!" And he's like, "What? I'm sad." I'm like, "You shouldn't be. She was terrible, and he's gonna get out of it. It's gonna be fine."
Hours. It's too bad you can't be at your own funeral. You'd be ecstatic.
Oh, because I get struck by lightning. By the way, Pete, I'm going to be my own funeral for sure. I have a funeral a week before I die. If I've got a brain cancer tumor, I'm having a funeral before I drive my thing off a cliff. Or if I'm just, I'm not going to die on not on my own terms. So I'm going to have my funeral a month before. We're going to party, and I'm going to drive off a cliff somewhere when I'm like 90 or whenever I'm done.
I love that. I was literally just trying to say a nice, fun thing about Pete, and now we're here. But
who's booking?
Also,
who's booking Bauer's funeral?
Yeah.
I'll book my own funeral,
I love that the guy who's for sure going to be at his own funeral a week before he dies was just in a pool calling for lightning.
That was during the sound check, Ben. Anyway.
No, that wasn't. No,
that was on air.
That was on air. It was just a bad story. It was a bad story.
All right.
Also, Pete, we've had a lot of comics on this show, seen a lot of different sets. I've never seen one that created its own mini panel during the set. That was amazing. You really have been a radio host a long time. You're like, and now during my set, we're going to bring in Steve for this great story.
That's called not having an act, Ben.
You got Steve with a story that makes me look like a hero that I don't want to tell about myself. Go ahead, Steve.
When I first started in New York, I would always try to get, and I was producing shows. I would always try to get Pete on them as much as possible. Pete was absolutely the best MC in New York because he could just flow like this. He did not need to have an act, which was good, because.
I mean, yeah, it's one of those things, which came first, not having material or being good at not having material. But
he was perfect for radio. He was fantastic in my radio show. And one of the other things that I remember was we were both on Stand Up New York softball team together.
Oh yeah.
And Stand Up New York decided to field a softball team of all comics and compete in a bar league. Stand Up New York decided to set the record for losses. They were like, how badly can we lose each week? And, Pete and I were two of the only people who knew which hand to put the glove on, so that gave us a little bit of leg up starting. And but I do remember at the time I had Velcro shoes, and I thought, I was like, oh, this is fun. It's kind of a throwback. And I got to the field the first time, and Pete just looks at me and he goes, "What the fuck are you doing, Steve?" And I was like, "Oh." Instantly. I have.
To be fair, anybody fun on that team? Anybody fun on that team that you remember?
Mike Yard.
Who was on that? Carmen Lynch was on that team.
Mike Yard.
Yeah, Mike was on that team. Yeah, Mike was actually good. He played minor league ball.
Part of the thing was that, it was always a networking thing with comics, everything is, but the guy who managed the team was also the booker at Stand Up New York, was this notoriously like really flamboyant gay guy, and he was very like inappropriate and sexually harassing, and one time he said to me, this is a true story, I said, "I'm ready to perform on weekends. You should start booking me to at least host weekends." And he said, "How about we try you hosting, weekdays first?" And I was like, "How about Friday night?" And he goes, "Why don't you show me your dick for a Thursday?" And I literally said to him, "How about a ball for a Tuesday?" And and I did that. I showed him my ball, and I got.
Oh my God, are you serious? That guy was such a piece of shit. He used to sexually harass like all the male comics. Yeah. It was
and then he would sexually harass us and then feed us at the end of the night. He'd order a bunch of food, like that somehow made up for it.
Hey, by the way, I'm not trying to be a dick here, but I think every comedy club should have a guy who sexually harasses male comics so that we understand what the fuck it's like. Maybe that'd be cool.
Oh my God.
Maybe the reason you guys have empathy is because of this motherfucker, and that's why you're not jerking off in front of people in hotel rooms. That's all I'm saying.
I just want to know if this guy is still running a room. I'm interested.
It's like I could do one ball for a Tuesday, one ball for a Wednesday. I got two of them.
So I got two nipples. I'm interested for the whole record.
Speaking of
headline of the week.
Speaking of that, Ari and I have a hell of a story about Andy Dick when we were undergrads before I was a comic.
Well, let's come on.
Oh my God, should I launch into it?
Absolutely.
Let's launch it. Let's get
Ari
you on screen here. But
before I do, though, I just want to take the opportunity to embarrass.
Wait. Ari, we got to get you on screen. All right.
Just wanted to embarrass you by reminding you of the time when you had a goatee.
Oh my God. When I didn't have a goatee as much as I tried to have a goatee, and this part of my face was like, nah, we're not going to connect. We're not going to.
Whoa. Hey, please put that back. Steve looks there like a combination of Matthew Lillard and every Dutch person.
Yeah, Ari looks like himself still. How?
Yeah, we were at a football game, and if you think that Columbia doesn't have a football team, then you're right. So, should I tell the Andy Dick story?
Yeah, tell the Andy Dick story.
Yeah, so, okay, first of all, I used to think I was special, and then I found out that everyone in LA or New York has an Andy Dick story. So Andy Dick came and performed at Columbia. He did a stand-up gig with one of the student organizations. Then afterwards, so Steve and I met up with him.
We ran into him on the street.
We just ran into him on the street.
Neither one of us was at the show.
I was at the show.
You were at the show. Well, I wasn't at the show. I wasn't at the show. We just saw him on the street.
Yeah, no, we just ran into him and one of his buddies, and somehow we ended up in, what was it? It was in the basement of some other fraternity house.
Well, it started because we run into him and his buddies. He's got an entourage, and one of the guys in his entourage is straight, and none of the others are. And so we start talking to them, and then that guy goes, I think Andy Dick was like, "What are you guys doing after this?" And Ari was meeting up with the girl he was seeing at the time and a bunch of her female friends. And so we're like, yeah, we're meeting up with a bunch of these girls. And the one straight friend was like, please, can I come with you? Please. And so then they all just came with us, and we met up. We went to one of the Columbia bars, and then Andy Dick was getting very, very bored, and we became suddenly the babysitters for Andy Dick. We were like, And so we ended up, we're like, hey, there's this co-ed organization that was allegedly throwing a party, but it turns out their party was really lame. But we went over there, and then somehow Ari, I guess you were in the basement with him by yourself.
Yeah, we were in the basement, and a bunch of people were sort of getting high and trying to offer him drugs and alcohol. And at the time, I guess he was like committed to being sober, and he was.
Yeah, it was that week.
Yeah. that was the night. No. So he just sort of like sidles up to me, and he goes, "You're not fat," and I was like, "Oh, okay, thank you." He's like, no. I'm saying, why are you trying to hide that body? And just shoves his hand up my shirt.
And so, this was before
and then we
the
dated
time.
for 3 or 4 years. It was great.
My question was going to be what happened to the girl you were seeing? What was that about? But now I know you ended up with Andy Dick for 3 years.
No, I mean, if you got Andy Dick and yeah.
Yes.
Heard of 7 Minutes in Heaven? This party game was called 8 Minutes in Hell.
But then they were getting bored, and we were like, and so we were like trying to entertain Andy Dick somehow with also like not letting him sexually assault us at the same time. It was like a weird kind of tightrope we were walking. And so then I say us, Ari, he didn't hit on me at all. But then we were like, okay, and we took him to.
It was the goatee.
There was it was the goatee. The goatee prevented all of it. So there was a gay bar right off of campus. So we were like, okay, we'll go over there. And so then he ended up singing karaoke with the guy he was hooking up with at the time, and they were like doing a duet. And I was like, this whole night's been a little weird. So then I stepped outside for a second just to get some air, and one of my friends walked by, and they're like, Steve, what are you doing here? And I was like, oh, you should come in and see. You should really come in. And so then I brought my friend in, and I was like, hey, see, we're hanging out with Andy Dick and his boyfriend, kind of not really boyfriend, who are now singing a love song to each other. That's what we're doing here. And they were like, yeah, I still don't understand, but thank you.
Let's say bye to Pete real quick. He's got to leave.
Oh, Pete's got to go.
I didn't mean to make a thing and interrupt. My daughter's 14th birthday party is happening right now, and I have to use all the same equipment to do karaoke, and I screwed up and thought this was yet tomorrow, so I'm sorry that I'm punching out.
You're fine,
I just want to say,
hey, thanks so much.
Happy birthday, Steve. It's so great to see you, Bowers and Ben, and a bunch of amazing people here. I hope that you'll donate to my sponsor, Stand Up with Pete. Rather, I wrote that wrong. It's givewell.org/standup. I fucked that up.
It's all right. We've got the link. I've been sending it out.
Oh, great. Thank you, Rachel. And I do a daily news podcast, and I'd love to have all you guys on it. And I mean, all of you. Thank you. I love you, Steve. Happy birthday. And I'm sorry to punch out. I was going to try to do it quietly, but I have my daughter.
You're good, man. See you, buddy.
Great to have you. And thank you much for being here and always being there.
Peace. Be well, everybody.
Bye, Pete.
Yeah.
And don't worry, Steve will turn 50 again next week.
Steve, can I share a photo of your 40th birthday?
What?
Just want to just do a little slideshow here. Hang on.
Oh yeah, so this was. Oh yeah, this was the 40th.
You can see how happy Steve is about his.
Oh, it's in Vegas.
Wait, this was in Vegas for my 40th. This was when Bowers was freaking out that Greg Jeffries was there and asking him every sports question possible, and I was like, okay, I'm just between this now.
Yeah,
so.
It was basically Bowers, Greg Jeffries.
I was not asking him about one sports question. I was like, what was it like to be an 86 Met, and how much cocaine was that? And please tell me all the stories, please. It was not about baseball at all.
What is with the guy behind us?
I don't know. It's amazing. I think he was like conducting everyone and singing "Happy Birthday to You" or something like that.
Yes, that is the face Steve makes when people sing to him.
No, that remember? No, he made the pizza at the table. He was throwing the crust up in the air. They made the pizza at the table and they cooked it right there. It was really cool.
Yeah. Yeah, when we went to that pizza place in Vegas. Yeah.
We went to that mashed potato buffet. It was like $80.
Yeah.
That face
is a mashed potato buffet.
That's the most joy Steve is capable of, even at a birthday weekend in Vegas. That face is unreal.
That's the same face I made in the picture with Anna Nicole Smith.
You guys, I have the nail polish. It's been delivered, so I'm gonna try it.
Nice. So, Rachel, what do we have coming in?
Well, she's trying nail polish.
Give me a second.
Hey, you know something funny? You know something funny? Andy Dick is actually a stage name. His real name is Ryan Dick.
That's not true, is it?
Thank you, Ari. I thought that was funny too. Don't leave Ari.
It works, kind of. It works.
What?
It works.
All right, Ben, you got to get your nail polish out.
Oh shit! I already did because that was a bit, you guys. It's called acting.
Oh, he did it. He did really draw his thing. Yes. Pete Dominic left thinking you were an idiot. Nice work.
Yeah, but Pete already interviewed Ben on his show, so.
Hey now. So there's a filter that says make it look like there's a little bit of Sharpie on your camera.
I don't know what you're talking about.
Okay. Anyway.
People are yelling at me. Test it in the corner, not on the screen. It works, but it leaves it like it's kind of hazy now, like kind of. But the mark's gone at least.
I mean, you can't see anything on the screen anymore, but there's no marks. It's just
Rachel knows an old lady who swallowed a fly.
No, it's great. All right, what do we have coming in? We had some
Vietnam, I think.
We did have some people tip directly to GiveWell, so thank you guys. We also had Tam had made the donation request. Thanks for the gift of a well-roasted Steve. That's nice.
Yeah, that was pretty solid on Pete's part, especially since he didn't write any of that. He just did that.
Well, he didn't have to, really.
Yeah.
And then Sarah Green, Steve, matey, I hope you be having a great birthday. Yar are from Sarah, Jake, and Bill.
Yar.
Yar.
Frankie Angles, now that Ben wrote on his camera, he's found something else he can't get off. You hear that, Carmen?
That was a good birthday gift for me. Thank you very much.
They didn't even have to wrap it, did they, Steve? They didn't even have to wrap it. That was so good.
I'm Steve at a birthday dinner.
With Greg Jeffries, one of his childhood heroes. When they make pizza right at the table, still not happy. Anyway.
Wendy Swerdlow, Rachel, you have to cover the permanent marker heavily with a dry erase marker in a scrubbing motion. Let it sit for a few minutes and then wipe clean. No. Let's try, Wendy. Ray Benjamin, for Ben towards a new camera. Ben, if your friends mark on monitors, you are supposed to mark on monitors, not your
Fair.
Yeah.
That's fair.
I want people to be able to see it. That's a great made point, though.
Chili Lee Dog tip today, and then Tam Brown said, Ari, thanks for the proof of life photo from Steve's birthday kidnapping. All right.
Ari, let me ask you this question. On that birthday trip, Ari, how, on a scale of 1 to 10, 1 being not surprised at all, and 10 being super surprised, how surprised you were that we had Steve Hofstetter in a club at 2 a.m.?
I was extremely surprised.
Yeah, that was good. That was like the most biggest accomplishment of my whole life, I think.
Glad that
First of all,
Howard set up that elaborate rating scale, and then we abandoned that with your answer. Already.
I know, right? I was trying to give you pretty.
On a scale of 1 to 10, my answer is very. Yeah.
Also, by the way, I just want to point out that yes, I was in a club at 2 a.m., but also because it was just the rooftop of a casino, and I got to sit on a couch and be comfortable. That's also.
By the way, that's what clubs are, man. Sitting on a couch and being comfortable with hot people around you drinking drinks. It's not. I'm never in the middle of the dance floor, mostly. You know?
Where was that? Stratosphere?
It was Rio.
Rio, yeah. It's called the Voodoo Lounge.
Oh, that's right.
Yeah, it was. But it was good because like a lot of other people were like, "Oh, this sucks because it's a super windy night," so a lot of people didn't want to be outside, and we're like, "Sweet, we get the couch." So. I was happy that it was like, yeah, the club is sparsely attended. This is exactly what I wanted.
Normally the couch cost $700. He did.
By the way, the couch did cost $700. We had to buy a bottle of vodka, then give us the couch because it was windy. I bought a fucking section.
You told, and then you lied to us and said it was.
Yes, of course I lied to you. I don't want you to feel bad about it, but yeah.
Hey, Bowers, did you also throw the golf game, or did I legitimately beat you?
No, I did not throw the golf game. I did choke on the last one.
Yeah, Bowers. We were playing. We were at Top Golf, and Bowers decided for the last round, and most of the people playing were terrible at it. So Bowers and I were pretty much the only people who had a shot. And Bowers was like, "Hey, on this last one," and there were like 7 of us. Yeah. So Bowers was like,
right there. That's the picture.
yeah. So Bowers was like, "Hey, if I win this, I'll pay for or if I win this, I don't have to pay my share of the whole Top Golf. But if anyone else wins, I'll pay for the whole thing." And we were like, "Yeah, those are great odds."
But we were playing the chip challenge, which is the one I'm good at. So you don't hit it far. You just got to kind of, and I'm really good around the greens. That's why I thought I could win.
Yeah, Bowers is very good at a small shot into a hole.
Yeah.
So
you work on your short game your whole life, it gets good. It's like when you're fat, every day is leg day. My legs are powerful.
yeah, it's and mostly all I know how to do is drive. Anyway,
That's
so
what I'm saying.
so
I'm good at greens too, by the way.
so Ben was like, "Ooh, salads." So Bowers
Ben's in
and
charge
I.
of tossing. But Carmel said, "No, Ben's in charge of tossing the salad at his house when I was there."
She did say that. She did say that.
No, Ben always tosses the salad. He does it so good. That's what she said.
Oh my god, it was so good, twice a year. And so
I didn't know. I didn't make the connection till right now somehow, but that's exactly what she said. She said, "Oh, Ben always tosses the salad whenever we eat. It's awesome. He's the best at tossing the salad."
I don't know how to finish this golf story after that. I don't think I can. Anyway, so Bowers and I are neck and neck, but then he takes the lead, and he basically if he scores any points at all on his last 2 shots, if he hits like a bad shot that's not awful on either of his last 2 shots, he wins, he clinches, and he just chokes and shanks both of them.
Yep.
And so I ended up winning that because Bowers completely choked under pressure. And to this day, we all were like, "Hey, we think Bowers threw that because it was my birthday." But now we know that you just lied about the champagne, but you actually fucked up the golf. So
Yeah, the golf I choked, but I did buy us a VIP because I wanted us to stay and it was cool and I thought it'd be fun for us. But I knew you wouldn't pay money for something like that. You'd think it was ridiculous. So I'm like, "No, it's because it's windy. They let us stay up here." And you're like, "Oh,
I thought it was just because no one else was in the couches.
yeah, no one was in the couches because there's $700."
Well, there were only 20 other people there.
The dance floor was packed.
So in that picture, by the way, so we have Jackie Gold, who's been on the show, Rel Battle, there's Ari, Omid Singh, also on the show, Rob Ryan, also on the show, and Bowers without a jacket.
Well, and that's Rob Ryan before he became a homeless mountain man.
Yeah, we actually merged Rob and Omid Singh into one person.
All right, you guys ready for the game?
I think we're ready for the game. Let's do it.
All right, so the game today is Pirate a Slogan. And I did have an unpaid. I forgot about that. Reaper Media, where's the reef? I like that.
I love when Rachel does voices. I love it.
I'm gonna try the whole time. Let me get my hook. All right, Pirate Ham and Plank Walkers, you're up.
I just have one. Keel hauling runs on Duncan.
Nice.
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 Anna, I be a secret optimist.
What voice is this?
Now you're Hulk Hogan. I don't think this is a pirate anymore. What's up, brother?
Oh, pirates! Arr.
Okay, so
Step into a Slim Jim, pirate style.
I pity the fool that drives on her own screen.
So I have Let's Smuggle
Nice.
and it's Arby's. We've got the meats.
And by the way, Anna is standing in front, or right now is in front of the green screen of my first ever stand-up show that Ari was at.
Nice.
I'm not sure if you're saying your first ever stand-up show that Ari was at, or your first ever stand-up show Ari was at.
They were the same show.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough.
Yeah.
Now I get it.
There are 2 circles of Venn diagram, but they overlap.
Zara be a pirate, weren't ya?
We can't hear you because you're
muted,
muted.
matey.
It's gotta be
Muted.
You're muted.
You're muted, Zara. You're muted.
Zara, you're muted.
Studying my PhD all night, okay? Cut me a
Okay,
break.
there we go. There we go. All right.
Okay, we're good.
Yeah.
Okay, I've got booty, the quicker upper. I also have M&M's, melts in your mouth, not in your jar.
Chris LeBall.
All right. I have a KFC hook looking good.
Nice.
And maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's just syphilis.
Ray.
Bet you can't plunder just one. Some things that money can't buy. For everything else, there's piracy.
That's really good.
Marissa.
Okay, I've got two. The first one, I'm a bit sorry about this. Nike just blew it. And sorry. And the second one is trick cereal, tricks off a scallywag.
Nice.
Steph won't get scurvy because the name cut off.
So I have, instead of we are family, we are pirates. And I have we are happy little pirates, so bright as can be. And I feel like only Zara will get that.
I love all your game entries are very specific.
Yeah.
The Australian nursery rhymes that only 3 people know. It's so awesome.
Yeah, because I do it so none of you can understand, so you can get educated on Australian
No, I'm
shit.
learning. I'm learning. This is why I watch Telemundo.
Telemundo, what the fuck?
And I watch things with other that I don't understand until I understand them. That's what I do. So keep talking about your watermelons or whatever you're talking about.
Your watermelon.
Vegemite song.
Vegemite.
Carsandra.
Alright, so my two are maybe he be a pirate, maybe it be Maybelline eyeliner. Under Armour, I will ... make you walk the plank. Arr.
Nice. Nice job.
I'm a baby.
All right, I have got rum
Nice.
and give me a plank, give me a plank.
Nice.
Alejandro.
I have cannonball inside. And instead of hook 'em horns, hook 'em winches.
Nice.
Hurrah!
You're Chewbacca.
Oh my God, Rachel's having a heart attack, you guys.
Rachel's pirate impression is dead on.
That's what German pirates sound like.
She puts the irate in pirate, you know what I mean?
I have just one. I, Canada, the freedom to sail your captain's way.
Greg B. Joel.
Okay. I got can you hear me now, you scary dog? And, of course, the old insurance commercial there. Arr, flack!
Jennifer.
UPS, when it absolutely positively has to be there in 6 to 8 months. I also
Frank
have-
Angles.
I've got one.
Bet you got one more.
Oh.
Yeah. Got ivermectin. I have a hookworm.
Yes. My bad. Frank Angles.
I got two. Where's the loot? And, instead of where's the beef?
Yes.
And,
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
You're in good hooks.
Rear Wendy Swallow.
bundle your ship and your other ship with Progressive Insurance. And emergency preventing scurvy since 1700.
Our Tam is a second one.
Oh, look, the rum's not gone.
You're gonna need a bigger boat. Wrong movie.
Just doing lines from famous movies that aren't pirate related. I don't know what's happening.
So I thought of one more. Capital One. What's in your booty?
Have a plug, Brittany.
Okay, apologies, but Planned Parenthood hooks no matter what.
Oh.
Hi, you guys. Is this comedy or what?
Those are good O's, Brittany.
Those good O's. Those were respectful O's. Those were.
Okay. Wave your hooks to me if you haven't been on air and you want to do an entry on air.
Rachel just looks like she ate too many Cheetos.
Have a better goatee than Steve does. Okay. Here's the rest of the game entries. Jennifer Combs had steal money, live better, Walmart. Jack Delsto, Prudential, get a piece of that booty. Dash, what's in your treasure chest?
Treasure chest.
Even your pirate hat was just ashamed of you just then.
I love when her brain realizes her mouth's gone out of control. It's like my favorite face. She's so disappointed in her mouth. Her brain's like, God damn it, mouth, why'd you do that again?
Randy Longmire, you'll love the way you look at me. I'm the captain now, dog. Frankie Berman, capital one-eyed Willie. What's in your treasure chest?
Oh my God.
Victoria Scatterio. Rum and do a body good.
I don't even know what words those were. I have no idea.
Rum, it does a body good. It does a body
rum, it does a body good. Got it. Okay.
Victoria, can you flog me now? Oh, please. That's all of them.
Can you flog me now?
There's
really
one
good.
more in there, Rachel.
Oh, wait, one more.
Oh, oopsie. Wendy, Petco, where the parrots go? That's all of them.
She should be a children's show character, Rachel. You know that, right?
Yeah. Oh my God.
It's Rachel Pirate Time. It's Rachel Pirate. All right, I liked a lot of those. I really liked. You love the way you look at me. I'm the captain now. From Randy was really good. Bundle your ship with the other ship with Progressive was funny with Wendy. Jennifer Stories with absolutely has to be there in 6 to 8 months. So that was funny. Got rum from Abby. Melts in your mouth, not on your from Zara was very funny with the visual. I gotta go with maybe he's born with it. Maybe it's syphilis from Lapel. I thought that was rather hilariously. I don't know why. All right, do you have a favorite one?
I was a fan of Melts in Your Mouth, Not on Your Hook.
All right, cool. Ben.
Rachel first.
Oh, sorry, Rachel.
I liked all the treasure chest ones because they're good. I like a good chest. I'm gonna give it to Hookworm Jennifer Story.
All right, Ben.
I loved all the ones Bowers mentioned. I especially loved You Got to Be There in 6 to 8 months, but my vote goes to Progressive. Why do you bundle your ship with your other ship? It's so weird and fun. I loved it. Loved it.
I'm breaking the tie, and it's Melts in Your Mouth, Not in Your like that. That's the winner. Well done. Claim your prize. Go to sdscshow.com. Ari, did you have any that you want?
You are the champion. Who is that? That one? That's Zara. Zara, you're the champion of SDSC today. Well done.
Nice work. All right, do you have any?
I think they were all taken because they were all pretty obvious, I think. So,
All right.
what do you guys?
Rachel Bowers, Glebe, you guys have any? I have 4, and
I have one.
I don't have a game entry. I just have a dad joke I wrote during the show, which is what exercises do pirates do? Pirates.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
That wasn't a dad joke. That's an uncle joke.
I have just one to answer your
That's
question.
so bad. It's
Steve.
an uncle joke. Is that what he just said?
Oh, you could be a funny uncle.
Oh my! I have one. I just have one.
I have 3 that I'm willing to do.
I have one.
All right, I'll go with one first then.
All right.
I have Avis. We try harder.
My one is we're losing sight on the mission here, fellas. Sure, you could drink De Beers, but a diamond is forever.
My only one. Maybe he's born with it. Maybe an alligator bit it off.
Oh,
God.
nicely
Holy
done. God
shit.
damn it. I have 2 left, and they're not as good as that one.
Holy shit.
All right, I have Sprite. Obey your thirst. And me. And then I also have Red Bull gives you wings, and I'll take them wings. That's it.
Hey, nice work. Okay, Lee's not here, right? We don't have Lee.
No, he's not here.
All right, cool. Well, let's get to some stuff then. You can see me tonight at the NV Bar downtown Indianapolis. If you want to come drink, come find me. I'm not doing any comedy or anything, but I'll be having a good time. So figure that out. Ben, what you got coming up?
Tonight, I'm doing Glebe Off the Top, crowd work, and improvised madness. Patrick Yoakley will be transferring the power of his mayorhood and his mayorship as well to our town and ship. So please get a ticket at nowherecomedyclub.com, 5 Pacific, 8 Eastern today. It's going to be really fun. And if you're not on my text list yet, just go to my Twitter bio. I don't know the phone number, but I can give out, I can tell you right now. My phone number is, if you'd like to add it into your cell phone, and then I sometimes text things to people with chances for free tickets and whatnot. My phone number is 310-356-3782. That's 310-356-3782. And I'll text you things. And you can sign up for my...
It's a trap! Don't do it!
Not a trap. Not a trap. And sign up for my email list on my website,
He
bangleave.com.
sends you a text that tells you to put the dry erase marker on your monitor first and then try to erase it. That's what the text says. Just because you get tricked, Rachel, doesn't mean they will. Anyway, Steve, what you got coming up?
Coming up, we got a couple more shows down here in the South, and then going over to Texas, doing 6 shows throughout Texas. And been working on some specifically Texan material. There was a state rep in Georgia tweeted that the Texas bill should be called the Rapist's Bill of Rights, and it's along those lines. So it's gonna be fun.
Well, good luck. I hope you have a good time. Rach, anything to say? Catch them up for the audience. Get the audience.
What about Ari?
Oh, Ari.
Yeah, I'm going to be performing in St. Louis on Tuesday at 8:30 a.m. to a classroom full of bored PhD students.
Great plug.
And by the way,
is there a Zoom link or something there, Ari? We got a Zoom link we can take for that? These
Ari,
people
can we
literally
Zoom
watch
bomb?
anything on Zoom. They'll watch anything on Zoom. So if you've got something,
If we can Zoom bomb your class, Ari, that would be incredible.
I'll send you the link, Steve.
Perfect. Also, I just want to give a shout out. I know I said that Ari is possibly the smartest person I know, but Ari, not only did he graduate Columbia in 3 years, but he took the honors level math. There's an honors level math exam, and if I recall correctly, correct me if I'm wrong, but if I recall correctly, it's to see like the honors level you get when you graduate, and the second place person got 8 of the 12 questions right, and you got all 12. Is that right?
I think that's right. Yeah, that was for it was like a prize exam, and whoever got the highest score got like the math award at graduation.
Yeah. So, in other words, he's better than all of us. Thanks for being here.
I don't want to compete with Ari's story, but I once got a 108 out of 100 on the entrance exam for my Kentucky Fried Chicken job in high school. So
And also, I'm pretty sure Bowers also got the meth award at graduation. Pretty sure.
His energy's natural. Come on. All right. Anything catch up, Rach, before we get to
Night King game.
Oh yeah. Let's
pirate
a song.
A song,
but not in the way that
that's
people
illegal.
did
Yeah,
in
we can't pirate songs. No.
that way. Yeah, pirate a song. So just download Metallica.
Napster.
Example
could be, I don't want to hold your hand.
This is a hook.
I want to hold your
That's
hook.
right. That's right.
Nice.
Shitting
Blinded
off the
by
dock
the
on the-
cannonball fire.
Shitting off the dock in the bay.
Oh my god. All right. We
Help.
got it.
I need some booty. Help.
This show's so
All right.
Or you could just, brought my horse to the Old Town Road. That's the
Last one came in. Next. I don't know what accent I'm doing. Technics. Picked on behalf of Morgan Mathis. Welcome to the YouTubes. That's it.
I think there's a 15% chance when Rachel's an old lady, it's exactly like this. Get off my porch.
You're gonna have a hook for sure.
Bye, audience.
All right, everybody, turn off
The
your
audience will
cameras.
see you
Thank you
guys
for
on
being here.
Tuesday. Oh, God.
Real quick. Why does it take pirates so long to learn the alphabet?
Get stuck on R.
No, because they spend years on the sea. Good night. Turn off your goddamn cameras. Okay, now good night.
I'm in Vegas again Monday night and Tuesday night. So if you're in Vegas, hit me up. We'll figure it out. I'll talk to you guys later. I can't find it. There you go. Bye.
All right. And Ari, we're shutting your camera off as well.
Oh, okay. I just got the thing. The host has asked you to start your video. So.
Oh. I don't know who did that.
You can
But
ignore
Ari-
that. You can ignore
Ari, thanks
that.
for being here. Anyway, thank you to everybody for being here. This was really cool. I very much appreciate both the kindness and the roasts all the same. I don't think I've ever seen that picture of the birthday dinner before, and I truly don't know if I made that face on purpose. I don't know. But this was awesome, and I just want to say a hearty thank you.
Oh, God.
God damn it, Ben.
Thank you all today. This has been an incredible time, thanks to the Wi-Fi and thanks to the technology. Hello, and goodbye. It's actually me! Good night.
Wait, go back to the other one. This looks like Ben if he got laid.
Oh, looks like Steve as he's getting laid. This is wonderful.
All right, let's Molly, we're clear.
I just came.